duelists, so I want to see how Full Sense does pilot it. I think
All
it's
right,
going to make
we
it a
got
little bit
VARREL
harder
on
for them
defense,
to
we got
actually
Full
tackle
Sense
some
on
of these
attack.
Rebel fights potentially, but we'll see what they can come up with. I see like
Full Sense one double
VARREL are
pistol,
looking
right?
to dominate the Rebel fight, but
And then got
Full Sense not
ecoed,
interested.
yeah,
They're going to
2-0
go
on the
towards
pistols.
C-Mount, where LP will be over on the Viper. This is an agent he does have a lot of experience playing, though.
He's going to call all the information out for now. Oh, instantly shift to 5v5 retake?
Yeah, LP looking to see if Full Sense is going to push the issue into spawn side, and indeed they do. They secure
Don't
control
push her in
of
one way,
spawn
though.
with a
Don't do
one-way.
anything too mad, please.
Well, Leviathan hears footsteps around his shear wall as well. They will swing it together, though, VARREL. A potential death spot for Leviathan as he
It's
gets
unlucky.
spotted by the
Tried
Haunt, and there
to
go those
crouch
kills.
behind.
Primi will do good to continue pushing the issue outside of spawn as well. Hot hands and everything to try to stall and delay, but Klaus has made it past with high gear. Zexy as well. Just need vision, but there goes Cruz suddenly showing up from behind around the door.
Here. The
bit of a
insta-kill and then
high-low as
tuck in
well
as well,
around
let his
Waterfall.
teammate swing.
Yeah, this is just looking like a cursed retake. VARREL,
Very, very
hiding
nice.
inside of the smoke.
3-0
Will
on the
close
pistols
things
at
out
the
for
moment.
Full Sense. They were just 2 steps ahead that entire retake. Even though Leviathan gets pinched on the flank there, Full Sense do much the same to LP, who is just trying to stall for time. Backside of Waterfall or in spawn. Full Sense really push the issue. They hunt him down with a nice flash from
Good flash,
Primi.
yeah.
And from there, it's very easy for Full Sense to tackle that retake. Great heads-up play for Cruz to pick up LP Sheriff and wrap all the way around through spawn to open the door as soon as VARREL come in for that retake. Very nicely coordinated. You got great stalling utility with the hot hands on the choke point as well to buy that extra time for Cruz.
That's my duelist right there. Primi can play anything, even the Phoenix. Well, actually, no. I had someone else as my duelist for today's build diff. Damn. But back over onto VARREL with just a Sheriff. And Full Sense taking things a little bit slow.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on this
Quite
because
happy
this
to
is
chill
what
on
they
the
need to
anti-ego.
try focus on.
Jet Boys without much invested
They
into
want a
this
Phoenix
round.
sword for
Killua without much
the-
invested into this round. These are the two
the big
solo
buy
players
rounds.
for Full Sense, very much looking for
This
information
is a
on their
seal.
sides of the map, while the rest of Full
Taps
Sense
it
plays a
once.
pack.
4-stack
Trying to
on
see if
C
anyone's
for
going to do
VARREL.
any kind of trap play.
Yep. Killua just
A
walked
trap
into
play.
B for free.
Picks the orb up.
You can see the door being
They have
tripped.
A control.
Jet
You can
Boy's
go
well
back
aware there's at
and
least
get
one
this
player
orb.
on A, and he's going to continue
At the
walking
same
up,
time, they
and it seems
have
like
B,
Full
so they
Sense are just
do.
gonna meet
Yeah,
up
they
with
got a
Killua here.
decision to make. Could
Yeah,
throw the spike over,
down.
considering that no one's facing them.
I wonder
Yeah,
what
there we go.
VARREL's reaction is going to be. That's the thing. Like, do you go fast through the door? I was hoping they would maybe go through Waterfall, but now, okay, at least a little bit of util drawn out. Either way, though, the firefight here for Full Sense. Cruz will be able to take one down with the Bulldog.
Yeah, I mean, VARREL are just looking for some damage if they can get it here. Killua would love to pick up that rifle, but with it dropped in the open, Full Sense are
they
just
kinda
kind of
want
guarding
Primi
it,
to get-
setting up around it.
At least one here, so they can.
Can't. LP stuck towards Baby Door as well, trying to find
Yeah,
the right
next
time
one
to
will be
peek
good.
through, but there goes
There's
Primi,
your roll.
the duelists. Okay, Jet Boys goes down. Close range with the right click could do a bit more damage, but
Okay, now they got
just
the
damage
Phoenix
is all
ult.
you get. Killua still gets the kill at the very end.
I
Then
mean,
the
that's
snowball.
the eco that you wanted, though, for Full Sense. They lost 2 players,
They
but it was
played
a
off.
Marshal and a Ghost. They retain all of their high-powered rifles, and they get a run it back for Primi. So that's job done as far as they're concerned.
Run it back, round 3 is lethal.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want on your bonus, especially when Primi already has a rifle. Like, that is going to be a big
This one, yeah, they
concern
didn't lose much.
for VARREL. Going to get a big
lost the
fight
2
on
that
this
they were allowed
C-side
to
of the
lose.
map, though. Potentially 8 players committed over here.
4 players. Isaac getting
How many
mad.
times have we seen this kind of situation already with the Phoenixes?
Oops.
Converting to
Doesn't
win
help when your
rates right
teammate does
now.
that as well.
Okay, a little bit over eager with the Bucky perhaps, and Klaus already slipped right past behind. Some slight flashes and misgivings, and suddenly it's Leviathan to try to
Pure chaos, bro.
clean
How
for
is
Full
that?
Sense. 1v2.
How's class even over here?
Damage has been done well and truly. Zuna gonna fall away just to meet up with his teammate. VARREL trusting the safety in numbers, but this is still a dangerous prospect for them. Leviathan going and re-clearing all of this space. Has already got 2 in the round. He's feeling dangerous.
Just slowly creeping up as a duo.
Leviathan takes this space. Does have a sheer
Pretty
wall on the
winnable.
flank, so that won't be an option for VARREL
Flash
without
double
giving
fawns.
information over to the Vice. And with them heading in that direction, going to
All
be a little
behind.
bit of an easier read potentially for a Leviathan who will get himself a nice open plant here. Still does have multiple thorns in the back pocket as well as the arc rows.
Oh,
so
it's
he
going to
could
work
set
out
up a
well,
bit of
man.
a
He's only going to know about
disgusting-looking
one.
close plan here.
Very possible, isn't it? Especially with the Thorns really halting them in that choke. sets up with the Arc Rose potentially as well. And now it's just VARREL's go. At least they have
Wow,
some
they
initiator
both use
utility,
util.
but ultimately it all goes down to the contact. They
Crazy
will see
guy.
it. Oh, but the flash.
Crazy
Oh,
guy. He's so good right now. But what are they doing? Why are they both using
Just relentless
util?
with it. The Red Bull clutch doesn't even give
He
VARREL a
knows
chance
exactly
to
where they
breathe.
are. Bro, he's
His
looking
first
incredible
4
right
kills
now.
of the game. Beautiful to watch. Messy exchange over on this side of the map. 8 players committed over here. See Klaus slipping by with the fast lane, trying to play around that that run it back. And actually great movement from Sexy. He satchels up into the one-way. So VARREL were very well set up to deal with that.
God.
Unfortunately, you can't
Nice aim
counter-strike
on him.
individual brilliance. Fantastic placement of the Arc Rose there for Leviathan.
So confident.
And that's big momentum for Full Sense now. Pretty much a 4-0. Not unless another magical Thrifty gets pulled out of the hat by VARREL.
I mean, you just got dumpstered on the first map by VARREL, by Full Sense if you're VARREL rather, and now you've been bonus. The energy, the mental is at an all-time low.
Okay, so they got another buy run coming up. Main focus would be this, and then they could start doing this.
Have a tough time with it.
And these guys are so young, except for Cinder as well. You can just imagine.
Yeah, they should
the
at
experience
least
in their
try to get
career. They
lever
haven't really had
up.
to deal with this that much. In the Korean scene back then in Challengers, we kind of talked about this a bit. They were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Like top 2, top 3.
Yeah, they had a more dominant run in Ascension. Chipboy's is in trouble here, but he's got a little bit of help. Nice fast lane. Joined up with the rest of the boys, and Cruz, Chipboys all
Very
tap the
nice.
heads. It is the old duo.
It's
From,
one
many
armory
Full
buy,
Sense
that's it.
talent
They got a
rosters
neon
of
ult onto this one. They
past yesteryear
could
to get all the work done together.
try C
Chipboys,
default
if
maybe,
anything, was,
get this
the
orb.
worm on the end of the hook, honestly.
If you
Turns out that worm has
it's
got
one of
some
those where it's
big ass
like
teeth, mate.
ideally a 4-1's good here, because then they can either try get the C orb,
I've
fight
been
for it, or
watching
they
much,
can just
Reservoir
luck out A and
at the moment,
call
you
him
know.
back to get that.
Yeah.
Timeout.
You know, all kinds of mutations and things like that over there. Great game.
Big fan of it. I know Achilles is as well, but well, now we
Can you
get
do a
to the
VOD
real nuts
review
and
of the
bolts of it
paper
all.
exchange game?
VARREL
Nah,
coming back in
I'm
with
just gonna
5
leave that
timeouts
week,
and
man. It's
hopefully
fine.
give them
I have like
lifeline, throw them a lifeline. Coach TK9,
How many
something,
games do we
anything.
watch
Yeah, I
today?
don't know.
We've
You're
got like
gonna
6
need,
best of
some kind
3s
of
today,
heroic
man. I'm not
speech
gonna
at
VOD
this
review
point from the coach. It's a
Best
bit more
split
of a
game.
mental timeout than it is in terms of getting
Like when it's group games are split, man. No offense, but like who really cares about this
You've
format?
lost bonus. You've pretty much
If it's
just
like
got thrown
playoffs,
out of
it's
the
pretty
water on
big.
your eco round. As a team that's usually pretty handy with
Like
the
Paperx
Sheriffs.
is still gonna make it into
It is
playoffs. It's not really gonna matter
Lotus. Is
too
it
much.
possible, you know, Zexi's close to a showstopper. A lot of Rubble control has been taken by them before.
Well, they had the better comp for fighting for Rubble. Like Ray's Neon is much better at fighting for Rubble than Neon
Right,
Phoenix will
Phoenix,
be,
yeah.
most likely.
Get the showstopper, maybe have some kind of retake. But the thing is, if Full Sense are aware of that and they just full contact over on
Longshim?
C,
I mean, Longshim might not
timing
make
right
it.
now, 2-2-1
That's true.
for VARREL.
Yeah, Full Sense making their intentions very obvious here. It's going to be C control. We saw Primi whiff the flash over towards C Mount here before. Hopefully he's got the lineup a bit better this time.
Something on Neon though.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just a hurt the
they'll
Neon.
maybe put him on Jed a little bit.
Prowler on
They'll
front
work
B.
on his Neon. So.
VARREL fully set up in the middle of the map.
Do you remember
But
how bad he
something
was
is
with Yoru
spooking
at the
Full
beginning?
Sense here. They don't
Right?
feel like
And-
this feels right. Leviathan has called that this is not a Rubble take, and this
A
is
little
the
mechanically
decision tree when it
more
comes to playing
difficult,
the
more
attacking
micro
side of this map.
stuff,
If
but-
you'll lurk over in A lobby, here's nothing on the A side of the map, then it's pretty obvious that either it's a tree door trap playing outside of front B or something like that, or it's going to be, you know, a C or front B setup. Look at this movement from VARREL, though. Set up inside of the A site.
I don't mind it. It's a good read to reinforce, you know, the side that was slightly weaker, but then you've got to do
Totally.
something around it. Klaus, not too bad. Just colliding onto Jit Boys with a couple more flashes until he tossed out to block off the tree entranceway. But Leviathan still finding the trades. Zexy out with Showstopper now will shove them back, but Cruz has gone all the way behind. Headshots onto Zuna, Killua finding another onto Zexy, who maybe overheated a little bit too much.
Yeah, I mean,
1v3.
Full Sense again, they've
30
just kind of
seconds left.
brute forced their way out of a troublesome situation. LP's in between a rock and a hard place. Wall is up, which will give him a little bit of space to actually creep into A main. Cruz is on the line, Leviathan's on the flank, Arcrose catches and confirms his position. He's not really being given too much right now.
Yeah, it's a rough start, man.
If this is
It's a really rough start. It's going to be another lower buy.
If you want to kill your
And then if
Sentry,
they
like,
handle their
fantastic.
eco well, or
Against,
their anti-eco well, they
some of that
might
live.
even have a Phoenix or one away. Or
He said arms. He
online.
has legs. He said he has legs at least.
You
Maybe he's
Ishiki,
got a
thank
hell
you
of
so
a
much.
kick.
Thank you. Did you hear what
still,
Trevor
like-
said on Plaid Chat? Sideshow asked, do you think Nong should make playoffs? And
You work
Trevor
with what you can
said,
get as VARREL.
wait,
I mean, VARREL
we
had
do
some
want
kicks,
better and
you know,
ask
they
Nong
took down
should
Premium Jit
not
Boys.
to even win this stage.
Well, I didn't mind their movements.
Joe
in the
Bro thinks they're
mid-round.
not gonna
They
win
had
this stage.
A door trap over on the C side of the map, and they were waiting for the C
That's kind
control
of
to come
mad.
through, but you
Cruises
need a
That one's a bit too far,
well,
surely.
Yeah, it's Leviathan outside of A main calling.
Get a win? Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
no
that's
utility.
yeah.
Like that's where maybe
That's
as
what I
VARREL
mean.
you want
They're
to
not even gonna win a game.
player over there with a dark cover or something like that.
Ah, they'll win a game,
Just
bro.
to be able to kind of make your opponent second guess.
Unless they're
They
literally
didn't
just
have a
taking
deal
time
like
off
that.
after
Bad
winning.
movement in the
They're gonna
mid-round,
win a
though. I think
game.
VARREL really understood what Full Sense was doing there.
Just don't play
They
the
didn't sit
breach.
too
Just
long
play
in their
Phoenix.
trap.
You'll be fine.
They did rotate over to that A site and try to fight for A, but again, in the mid-round, Full Sense just outplays them.
Every step of the way. I really feel for VARREL, but this is just Full Sense.
Play a chamber. I think he could play a chamber as well.
Right now. They start
Francis
things off
is.
with C
I don't
mount
think he's
once
like an
again.
op merchant, but
It'll be a
he's
poison
good with
cloud to kind of
scopes.
stall things.
Jit Boys going on the offensive here. I think Klaus did spot him out, and Klaus does have the overdrive ready to go here. Jit Boy's going to be left behind. I think they're just kind of leaving the Neon on an island with an outlaw in a lot of these rounds where Jit Boys will turn into an aggressive lurk. When the other team looks for information, he's going to try and punish, and that's exactly what he does. Prowler to go forward, will actually bite him. Zuna finishes him off, but his job's already done here.
Right? You kept two players around C. You know A is definitely relatively weak after that fact.
Jason's pretty bad right now.
Doing
Premi's
well
on his
to
own.
Try to
Spots
beat up
them
as
both
much as
though.
possible. Throw off crosshair placement over on the side where you know your opponents aren't sheriffs. So a lot of shots whiffed. Leviathan will find one with Phantom as well. Zexy still just trying
Any
to push
good
around
news for
as
VARREL
much
right
as
now is that
possible.
Premi didn't get
Drop
many of
over on the
these.
site. Doesn't really spot out too much though in Cruz. Oh, what a position. It's Premi from right underneath, and then just LP and
Two
Zuna.
away from
At
his
least
ult.
they have weapons picked up.
Yeah, that's true. See what they can do with them, though. That's
Hey!
actually a good couple of entries back into the side. It could be on for one now.
Nightfall into sight. The tether should reveal enough of a pathing. They're trying to get the shots in. Cruz Devin will not be able to react back, and Primi's just way too low.
Okay.
VARREL managed
They're on
to
the
put
board.
one
It's
round
an
on the
eco.
board.
Just an unlikely 2-on-4 where they do
Trevor said the
connect a
Nongshim
couple of
boys
shots, and
don't
maybe
enjoy
Full Sense a little bit
chamber. They have a
sleepy,
deep
thinking the
hatred
round
for
was already
chamber.
over.
Really?
Opportunities
I
given
mean,
over
it's play
to
a
VARREL
Phoenix.
and taken full advantage of, but that is the kind of rounds that VARREL are capable of. These players are very individually
Considering the
talented. It's
insane
the
win
same
rate for
thing that we
Phoenix,
say
do you
time and
think
time
he's going to
again.
become the most used duelist if Neon gets nerfed?
Potential
I mean,
to
yeah.
turn around on its head where necessary. Good headshot there from Zuna. Get the follow-up Nightfall and the Seas.
I do worry for the
Works
game
his
though
way
if
through
we're
the
just
door.
gonna. Are we not just gonna go in a
First
loop
round, many-
where we
oh,
just
many needed here, though.
nerf every single agent instead of
get
buffing stuff?
A little bit aggressive.
That's just
after
what we're
that
gonna do,
knock.
so the game's just not fun to
Perhaps,
play.
But Full Sense not willing to back down. Haunt and everything tossed into it as well. The
We are
flashes
ready
will
there.
contact, and then Leviathan to continue to swing.
Holy, this is
A double
chaos,
kill
man.
picked up
I can't remember the
just
last time I
LP
saw a 9-person
to
duel
try
front
to
B.
collect
There
the
wasn't.
impossible.
There was a full
Screen
buy.
being set up. They walk right through, but he's unable to sidestep just
What
quick
the
enough
hell
to
just
reset.
happened?
It's Cruz that gets it at the end.
It's just heartbreaking for VARREL. They had a very good setup at the start of the round. Threw a sick paranoia.
Do you think
on
Neon
front
needs
B
a
there.
nerf?
They had
I
three
think
or
if you
four
don't
level
buff
players.
initiators
It's
or
literally just
senties,
like
I can understand it,
4v4
yeah.
all in the same part of the map. But time again, Full
Something
Sense in
has to
these very
change, I
tricky
guess.
situations.
I-
They've been
I think
paranoid,
that
they've been seized, they've had prowls
it's
thrown at
not
them, but
about,
they still
like,
just fight their way
The
out of
actual
a bad
score lines, it's
situation.
more about what it does in terms of how hard it is to stop.
The Full Sense, they are born and
But I would
bred
just
in
buff
these
some of the
kinds
other
of
agents,
situations,
man.
man.
I mean,
SCA Valorant,
Ideal
that's what
world,
it
you
is
just
all
go
the
back to
time.
2025 when the game
Tough
was
for
like
VARREL.
as close to perfect
Next
as you
round
could
comes
get.
up, they try to take Rebel control, do something around it again.
But I don't think they'll ever go back on that.
Close and personal with the Bucky, does have himself
Close
the
Bucky,
overdrive
it's
as
hard
well
to,
if he needs to kind of
it's
pivot
hard to
into a
do.
retake
Dude, look at
situation
all
where
these
the
ults,
shotgun might
man.
not be as useful. Full Sense pushed away from lobby for now with the sheer wall to keep the information game in check. Prowler secures control of Mount. As LP with a Spectre.
You don't understand the initiator nerfs. I mean,
Oh,
people just
I thought it was on the,
people
it was on
just
the
said there was too
shoulder
much
slot there,
util in the game and they
but,
listened, man.
maybe
That's
stuck
it.
around a little bit too long.
Well, at least you got the Nightfall out.
Yoru was too good in
Shadows as
2025.
well.
I agree with that. The
Either
Yoru
way,
was the
though,
only thing that needed enough.
Arsenal for this round.
And somehow the initiators and the Sentis got enough before that.
Yeah, but we would have said
Which is
that
a
in the
little
2-on-4 quack.
Fair enough. Give it a good try. Leviathan still somehow managing to turn around, perhaps through an audio cue. Door still prepped open, and look at Cruz. Hey.
Holy. Hey.
Oh, he knows it himself. Leviathan's having fun. Look at the player cam. Zuna will get spotted out. You got Sinner all the way towards the back of Spawn, trying to find the right timing. Zuna, not too bad on the movement, but in all this time,
Oh,
the
nice
spike
shot.
is still beeping away. Tries to go in for a ninja defuse as much as possible, but there's the spray. Zuna will be able to hold on to the rifle at least.
Yeah, sharp as ever. But a bunch of
He gonna
kills that
swing?
don't really have
Oh, I
too
thought
much
he was.
impact other than getting himself closer to another nightfall. And the scoreboard still reads the same. 7-1 for full sets. It's
What's your thoughts on
another
Initiator
game where VARREL is
util
just
going up to
getting
50?
obliterated.
I mean, yeah, dude. I think anything to just make him a little more viable would be nice.
Banked there.
Then you can, could you have a
It's
third
bit of a
wave
sloppy
then?
peak that you
Nah,
can't
it doesn't
afford
change
against,
too. Well, you could in
against
some
Primi.
situations have a
Maybe
third
against
wave,
Cruz
yeah,
that
sure.
would've worked, given his aim that
I
round,
think anything to help is nice.
but not against Primi.
This gives you more
Well,
options of like being able to side hit faster as well.
They didn't have to spend that many ultimates in that round. Now suddenly picking up the pace over onto Ace.
I don't know, man.
Paint shells
The game
already
was
popped
fun when all the
across
agents were like
and
really good.
just
And you
trying
could
to prevent
have,
Full
I mean,
Sense
I'm just thinking
breaking
more so
through.
ranked than
Oh,
pro play. How's he winning that?
Dude, he didn't even pop the runner back yet. He just ran in with 25 HP and still got a kill.
My
What?
God, Primi. Then he's gonna be able to come back with 100 HP after that. At least Sexy comes back through though, tries to get the showstopper onto Primi. There he goes.
Sure.
2 left for
Good
Full
shot.
Sense, but they are still just walking.
Guys, you
it
gotta
down.
win this round.
Cruz
Okay.
tries to set
All
up
good.
more smokes, but gets shot down
all
mid-animation
good.
by Sexy. LP pushes up from Baby Door, and VARREL will find
I mean,
a
they got a
second
Phoenix
round.
sword
Yeah,
on them.
nice pivot in the mid-round. Once again, to just take that
It feels
ace
bad
back.
to
It's
play
a,
scans and ranked at the
you know,
moment.
rotations
Yeah,
that
I mean,
didn't
this
work
is,
for them
we spoke
before,
about this
but
in
I
an
didn't feel
earlier
like they
stream
had
where
a
it's
bad
just
game.
like,
I just cannot
they
believe
managed
that
to
Primi opens the
successfully
door
piss
there on
off
18
every
HP,
one
runs
trick in
out
your
the
game.
ultimate. That is
And that's a
ridiculous.
big majority of
Sexy,
people that play
that's a
games
little bit more like
to
it.
just play one
Showstopper
trick.
pulled out, great movement. He was
There's
all
no
over that
agent
push
that
from
didn't
Full
get
Sense.
touched from the beginning of the game if you're a
The
one trick.
second round does not
So
make a
you
defense
successfully
inside.
pissed off at least 30% of
Said
your
the same
audience.
thing on Haven. It's like, nice
by doing
round,
that.
guys, but we're going to need to see some more of that.
Something tells me Full Sense is not too bad. In fact, that might have been what they wanted. They got the showstopper away. You still got more ults for
Jonas? I mean, he left because the Sova got
a
nerfed.
little bit poking and prodding around
I mean,
Sova
Sova was a
side.
little
LP
strong.
once again solo on this C side of the
But
map.
as soon as, but he left because like the
the
shock dart. He left before the before the recon. He left with the initial nerf on Sova, let alone the second nerf.
Just footsteps back away.
The shock dart nerf was the one that got him.
On the jump spot there. I'll look for somebody.
And then on top of that, they changed the 3 scans to 2 scans, and then on top of that afterwards, 40 seconds to 60 seconds. He was actually out after the first nerf, then there was 2 more on top of it. This guy, I don't know, man. I don't like how they handled it. They listened to too many dumb people, in my mind. But here we are. They listened to all the people that wanted this game to be CS.
Overdrive popped as well. Suddenly the silent creep up, being held by LP, not too bad. Just enough damage. Cruz coming back through, but gunned down at the end.
This is winnable though. Flash, wall. Oh, where's Killua going? Dude, look how much util they've got. Killua, you've got so much util, man.
What you got. This is your chance. You've got everything set up for
My
it.
God, he's still alive.
He's
still alive. He's still alive.
Killua pulls out the sidearm. Just Primi left.
It's insane.
You know what this guy's
Doesn't want to give
capable of.
away
He's
his
got a
pause.
full kit as well.
Wants to
Slow
kill
creep.
one, tuck in, flash
Not
kill.
make a single peep because that could incite a reaction from Primi. But
Oh, it didn't
that's
work
gonna need
out.
a back exposed. Primi just
That's a
holds
different
down
way
the
of doing
angle,
it.
holds down mouse one,
That's a different
slight
way of doing it,
intervals,
man.
and then
Every
the
time they
Red
win
Bull
one,
clutch.
they
This
lose the
team
next. They got no
is
money.
Unstoppable.
They're just gonna force
How is
twice.
it so hard to kill Killua? He's defenseless, completely blind on C Mound. All they need is just to push him over. It's crazy that he gets away with this much here. Should never get 2.
No way.
He's got 4 players running at him when he's blind, bro. And then
Jesus.
that 1v2 from Primi, that's just routine. You know, that's expected at this point. You're going to need at least a 4v1 to win a retake against Primi.
Yeah. Timeout.
What was the shock dart nerfs?
First half.
Let's think.
Like,
Did they do 100 damage or did they do 90?
Really
It did 90. Right, 90 down to 75.
In most of the rounds.
And it took
even in the
like
rounds
a little bit
have
off.
an advantage, you could still lose the star power from
And
that's why
that happens.
am I right in
feels
thinking
like
the
at least 50% of
90
the time at the moment. Like,
wasn't
no,
as
yes.
like if this was area of effect, it wasn't as drastic as it was now, right? Say that you get 75 now and then it like slowly decreases out. I don't think it was like as drastic. Like it was like this would be like 90 or something.
But that's what makes Full Sense such an exciting team, and Thailand as a region so exciting when they have a good caller. They have good coaching staff behind them with some experiences. You've got the perfect blend of raw firepower that knows where it needs to be aimed, and some good brains behind it.
I think it was the same drop off, really?
12 and 5.
I remember being hit by like shocks just on the side and getting wrecked, thinking that's mad.
Come on, get excited.
I'm excited. I love Full Sense.
Don't sound like it.
Thought you removed the trick shot lineup? Oh, okay. No. I mean, they did change some of the lineups at one point. That pissed people off as well.
Rifles bought up, trying to push and shove back over on Pillar.
LP's got a glass cannon guardian, which
peculiar.
It's a good start.
Nice shot from Zuna. Leviathan goes down early.
One of the big ults out.
Advantage for
Primi
VARREL,
picks up an orb as well, going for another ult before this half stun.
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Let's start cover. He slides out onto the off angle. In the meantime, Full Sense once again going and taking some more space on the A side of the map. Cruz sees Zexy. You can almost assume that's going to be the solo raise, and he's smoked off his info angle to try to draw a rotation, and exactly that is what you're seeing on the map. Klaus is over on A. Cinder's interested now. A singular dark cover from Cruz is enough to pull a massive rotation from VARREL here.
At least Zuna's still lingering around this B spot. Unfortunately, the Nightfall will shove him off, though. If he gets somehow one kill around this situation, it just might be enough to keep VARREL in this fight. Cruz on the lurk gets taken out. And then the spike slowly getting planted back in. There's too much cover. Zuna cannot make a move. LP will.
Okay, he really thought there was not going to be one here.
One away. And Zuna just continues to trail back. Overdrive popped, and he gets absolutely blazed.
2v4 at its peak.
Retake out from Baby Door as well.
Surely not.
Relay bolts.
Jip Boys has done an absolute madness.
At least Killua gets cooked alive by the snake bite, but then it's a 1v1.
Oh my god.
Swings! Full
it's a
headshot
2v4,
right
bro.
dude,
I don't even know how Jip Boys has got 2 extra on site there.
How relentless Full Sense
God, VARREL are losing some mad rounds.
Look
at some of the rounds they're losing.
What I said at the timeout and say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
How's he getting 2 here when he jumps up? He dodges the stun, just. Whoa, that one, that third kill's kind of insane.
That's individual brilliance once again from a different player on Full Sense.
Different player.
What do you think VARREL is struggling with? I mean, this one they don't play together well. In the first map, if you look in the first map, they literally don't default, man. They take map control, they just send it into sight. It's like you and me playing ranked. Your average ranked game, let's use this map as an example. Your average ranked game would be this, right? Take C control, you hit sight. That's what VARREL do. And they played against a double Senti, so the rest of the map had so much info that there's just 4-person or 3-person on site every time.
He's just walked into A for free.
And then on this VARREL, they don't like play some of these rounds well in terms of together. They also play like a no info Senti comp, so they have to go aggro, and they maybe need to have a Zeta default where like here, if there's nothing here, they can open up the door and make this stronger. Right, 3-1-1, and then instead of doing this, this becomes the 3, and then this becomes the 3.
More prowlers.
Set the 1 up to get info, like with numbers. I don't really do that.
And it's actually the right call as well. 3 players coming up from behind.
I mean, Primi's just...
Steel Guard and ripped as well, just to keep VARREL away from the spike. Nightfall set back over in, but unfortunately they can't really do too much around it. Leviathan can keep his eyes towards the back as well. And he will
they
just
stick around with the numbers when they go aggro is the easiest way to sum up.
Point for VARREL to break through. Finally he goes down. But it's down to Zuna and just
I'm
Klaus.
so low on this.
Close range and the spike's about to go off. Killua continuing to delay as much as possible with all the utility. And it's just kills for Primi now. Zuna will be able to clean it, but
well, they're
goes
getting
down to the spike.
absolutely
And
annihilated.
that's a
They really are.
10-2 first half for full sets.
It says everything about that round that Primi...
Do you agree that too much util was never a problem in the first place? Yeah, I agree with the guy in chat that said the only agent that was busted in 2025 was Yoru. Like for champs. I agree with that, yeah.
Phenomenal positions in terms of the
There was never
macro.
too much util.
Cruz is walking up 8 for free.
If you wanted less util, you went and played CS. AO? Yeah, I said end of 2025 after the Teo nerfs.
Feels bad, but full sets are just this good.
Yeah. VARREL.
Sorry, what were you saying again throughout the entire first half about full sets?
Yeah. Thailand, something, Thailand.
Brad, we'll wait for the next game to do it. Are 0-3 teams done for their stage? They're mostly done. It's out of their hands. They've got to win the next two, and then stuff has to go right.
To get excited for full sense, this is now. Their next opponent.
What could they have done to make Yoru more balanced? You know the changes that they did? They did the two changes, one to the TP, one to the flash. They should have just gone for one of them, in my opinion.
In this meta, they're pulling out these comps.
Because then at least with the double flash and the TPs, you're still like okay to do it. I think they just went for the overkill.
I think they're just going to win the group, I'm not going to lie. I don't think they're going to lose the game.
Let's go.
RRQ, I don't think RRQ's beating them. T1 maybe. Depends how locked in T1 is, because T1 is liable to just go into any series like not playing Valorant the way they usually play it. But we'll see.
You gotta be here and say that you were there to witness Full Sense lock in playoffs. You were there when Full Sense were on their upwards trajectory.
There's a huge issue of visual clutter as well. Sure. I can get on board with that. But I think that's always going to happen.
Very much set up over on Mound.
That happens when double smokes is a thing and Viper's like very common. Also happens if we don't want to plug delayed observing again, but it is the future of esports. We'll get there eventually. It would make it a lot better.
The closer that Full Sense makes it on the flank.
It's just LP watching it. Not sure how much.
Oh, he's sleeping.
It's gonna work out, yeah.
He was sleeping and he still hit the shot.
He's got a little bit of support from Cinder as well, but unfortunately the Paranoia just flew away. A bit of damage over on the screen as well, though, and look at LP. Able to take down Jit Boys, that's not too bad, but there goes Cruz on the reaction. Cinder trying his best to hold the off angle, but... Okay, just one. Not too bad. Still, everyone else play around the line of scrimmage.
Holy.
Best to push them back, but Full Sense
that smoke on the spike is
on their warpath over onto playoffs. Oh, hang on! Klaus, Zuna, in a sudden instance, being able to take them all down with ghosts.
A good recovery.
Just feel like they're gonna delay the inevitable.
Deny any attempts at a retake there for Full Sense. It wasn't looking great for VARREL. Both LP and Zexy really struggling to even get a single kill with the Sheriffs that they're usually so sharp with. That is the first step of many that will be needed to try to complete some kind of a comeback here for VARREL. Yeah, you can hear it in the voice comms. Not a great celebration of the pistol win. But,
saturate enough. That is the other thing that needed enough. Yeah, you're right.
Oh no, that's
he missed it. That's so rough. Well, at least he heard numbers.
As long as they still believe in themselves, you know. They're gonna stream it all the way down C to get the spike. Not the worst of losses. Not too much being picked up by Full Sense off of that kill either. Oh, nice collateral! And then for the rest of VARREL to set up a firing range against Full Sense, who
it's a closer fatal here as well. They could snowball. Actually have the potential right now.
17-8 for him. Been due for a big
surely they see D4. Surely they 4-1 or they go aggro A. 4-1 on any of these. They have the option to get in the orb, and then they can fade out and win. Please don't 5-pass in group.
One or two of the gun rounds on defense. Nice play
that's
from
nice.
Zexy.
That was the first map. I wish I didn't watch it, to be honest with you. Full Sense did good.
Recovery coming off of a 10-2 first half. See if that continues forward with a full-on collision around Rubble right now. Haunt goes huge for VARREL, but Full Sense just hang all the way back. A couple of spams and mag dumps over onto the other side of the screen as well. They set up their fast lane and look for an exit route.
Full Sense still sticking around though. Primi standing his ground outside of the broken door.
They just commit, so it's just like right now, if they had a 4-1, I know they're going to win the duels. If they had the 4-1, the 1 could then take a little bit of space here once they receive all of this, then they could go get the orb, then they could have the ult, and it would just be so much easier than taking 50-50 duels.
On peril, down he goes. Just Leviathan in a 1v4. Possible bonus. Very likely for VARREL now.
Like this long time isn't going to work.
Yeah, good way to get back.
You're not going to win many games.
Leviathan's just missed the timing there, unfortunately. He's got to set up across front B and C side.
Let's say your name. Araveka, I think. Is that how I say this?
Well, Prowler for Zuna. Does have the Haunt in.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
He's going to use all of his Fade
I think that's right in the YouTube chat.
Side as safely as possible.
I think they just listen to the wrong people.
Nice easy plan for LP.
30 seconds left.
This definitely cannot go wrong.
But against Liquid should be a good game today. That is true.
Try and circle around as soon as he pops that.
Yeah, EMEA was EMEA was hard to predict this week.
From them here, I think. Wonder if VARREL are going to pivot into spawn. He's not even going for this round. Like, he understands that if he could just take guns away from VARREL in the long term, that's going to be more expensive for them and potentially give Full Sense a chance to close this series down the road. But LP, credit to him, has done a really good job on the front foot, just pushing through spawn side. It's going to allow the pivot into
Vitality and Treble.
Here.
That's also true.
Zuna will definitely go down.
They play way too loose.
I mean, outside of that, 3 guns is still nice. I cannot believe 2 of them are gone towards Rubble side there. They have hunted down Leviathan. They've taken 1 more gun away from Full Sense and lost 1 in return. I think it's 5 for VARREL. Have converted their bonus, really nicely done.
Oh, our Vitality in trouble. Yeah,
with 3
they
in
play
a row
too
to
loose.
start off this half, there should be plenty more to come from them.
Okay, do you know what I think's wrong with Vitality? I think they have so many big names, right, that they're looking at all of their achievements and they go, well, this is so many good players, we should give them a lot of freedom. And they give them a lot of freedom, but actually what's happened is all the other players have essentially caught up. So all the achievements of like 2023 or whatever don't really matter too much. So like 2023 players with just pure running around and not like playing structured isn't going to be a team that is like structured or plays well or can shoot back heavy. You can't get away with what you could back then. You got to play way more structured. So I think it's like a bit of name value hurting them, to be honest with you, because if you look at their defense, they just play so individually, and their whole defense rounds are, this guy needs to kill 1 or 2 to win the round. It just doesn't fly. I'm not saying that they used to play like that in 2023, but I think they can because of what they've done. That's how I view it. Anyway.
Like, I actually think the Phoenix
they got to play more structured.
I think any kind of flashes
can't get away with
Viper being on the other side
playing so loose these days.
You can definitely use their wall against them in some regards. That's where VARREL need to be cognizant of it and play patiently. They need to take their time, you know, pumping the wall up and then forcing a reaction.
But there's no boaster to lead them. It's not even a boaster thing. It's just they need more structure. Like they need to have setups where they're buddying up, playing together. Instead of just like, I can play here solo, right? And I'll just kill 2.
Rotations coming in for Primi as well. The dark cover going down. This could be a 4-stacked site. Zexy though, with Mount secured, does secure himself.
Zaps with the prime. I appreciate the 22 months.
And after the C mount pressure, LP walks out A. I mean, this is just ping-ponging of the map control. This is exactly how you want to play Lotus. Create pressure on one side of the map.
They should buy boaster and alpha. They just need defense setups. They would look so good with defense setups, I promise you. It's not even a long fix. Like it would take, it would maybe take 14 hours.
Tickling the door. Threatening breaking that one open and making something happen, but yeah, VARREL just contact walking up A.
It's 2 hours per map. And even then I think I'm overkilling. Like I'm having a break in the 14 hours.
I think fill you with a bit more confidence as VARREL going forward. It's like, okay, we've
14 hours, yeah, you just two hours per map.
Like, yes, the confidence is starting to flow a little bit more.
Rallen with the Prime, appreciate the 5 mums. Thank you for that. Jetstar as well with the tier 1, appreciate the 4 mums.
This could be the start of a comeback. They've got a lot more work to do.
Get a lunch break in there as well, so I'm saying.
It's a welcome sight either way. Starting to
you smash a map out early.
Spread out a little bit for a potential hunt if they pick up a scent here or there, and that's Showstopper confirmed. Smoke kind of gives out position towards the flank as well. Outlaw moves into position. We'll just spot a couple players over on the tree. Nice. Catch us a straggler, and everyone else just don't die to spike.
Yeah, keep the guns up. Full sense on a bit of a suicide mission. Wow, into the side, try to keep them interested.
I mean,
but that is
they
about
got
as
a
clean as
fatal,
an
they got a razor for this big buy rounds.
Great mid-rounding.
It's that against the Phoenix, so.
But much more needed where that came from. 4 in a row to start out their attacking side, but now things get more difficult. Full sense. Do have the operator out on Jit Boys here. How's Prumi looking? Does he ever run it back yet? Because we're getting pretty deep into this half, and I'd imagine the Phoenix definitely has one at this point. Yep.
So a good chance for Full Sense to fight back as well. You got Jit Boys on an
How long do you think it would take you to convince them that they need less freedom? One VOD review of how they've... Honestly, 1 hour. You just VOD review what you did on Bind.
And you didn't lose a player for it. Cruz on front B here, ready with the paranoia.
They don't listen, they'll lose.
Exact same setup on their defense.
Instantly pivoting over onto A, which is supposedly weaker. Jit Boys peeking back out again, sees no one is home, so the rotations for Full Sense are underway.
Mate, is he just going to get annihilated on site? No fatal? No fatal? What's going on, bro? The most important time, we've got a duel over towards C at the same time as well. We're on 2 FPS.
And that's Leviathan's cue to pop off. Just 1 kill for now. At the same time, slight slip over from LP over onto C side.
He's done very well on the lurk there. He's caught Jit Boys and opened up the entire map. But can the rest of VARREL make it back there in time?
Just getting their...
Mate, please. Every time there's a duel.
Running boots laced up. At the same
Why
time,
does it come on 1 FPS, man?
Gang hovering close enough. They've dodged the C's. They're trying to go for the wall bangs around the spike plant spot. Meanwhile, Primi going for the 1v1. Does quick to check. Sets up flashes and everything as well. But Klaus has a reaction over onto Waterfall.
Not getting broken.
Obstacles getting torn down, and it's just Leviathan left.
LP deals with him nicely. 4K from the IGL
nice.
of VARREL.
Do I move to Twitch? It looks
as
a little...
I said at the start of this game, Viper is an agent that he's quite comfortable on. It's not something you've seen him play too much of in Pacific.
I'm moving to Twitch. Gotta move to Twitch right now. This is too much for me.
But he is one of these players that
play on
is
Twitch
almost
when
a
I
bit
open it up,
munchkin-esque on this agent. He loves to be aggressive by nature. You've seen that from him on his chamber, on his Yoru in the past. But Viper is another agent that he does like to be quite aggro on. And with your Viper being the
mate, please, why are you on 480? What's going on?
Every time it gets RQ, maybe this will be that comeback that they've been really yearning for as they start things off. Just trying to bait out positioning, Full Sense. Just trying to keep a close range, close positions.
Oh, I missed the YouTube quality already.
Into C by himself, getting all of the information for VARREL. And so far, it is working for them very nicely. In that last round, you saw him pick Jit Boys. I mean, if that's a kill that goes the way of the op, then it would have been a bit more disastrous. But so far, it's working perfectly for VARREL. 2 easy kills on the operator. Secures the pit for LP.
26 Trim, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Appreciate that.
Get out of here.
This is where you got to hold. It's not time to sell just yet. Meanwhile, Full Sense starting to tank a little bit. Wonder what's going on there. Of course, the buy's not really supporting, but this... Otherwise, a 5-round win streak, potentially the 6th, well, most likely the 6th, is always a good sign, Killa. We'll just give it a good old college try with the Sheriff.
That's not bad, though, for Klaus going down. He gets his overdrive at the
Just passed your driving test. Nice, congrats, man.
LP Should have been
that
an
freedom.
easy 4 hours, boys.
No way.
Committing grand last.
They gonna lose this?
Broad daylight. Overdrive pulled down.
Guys, not another
Surely
2v4.
they cannot flip this round on its head.
Oh, Nightfall as well. Now you
But they
know
know
no
where
one's
he is
around
now.
Waterfall. You have a pretty good idea of where Zexy is.
Big
His
nade.
opponents are low,
Oh, that was nice.
Nade to stall as much as possible away from the spike. This is
Oh,
my
how?
hole. Get out. Do not be Harry Dresser
Oh.
around this. And he's just going
What
for
was
a
that?
quick sidestep tap. Red Bull clutch.
That was
Zexy
nuts.
is back in the game.
That
Never
was
be
crazy, but the
necessary.
fact he has to do that to win the round is
Big
outrageous,
Red Bull
though.
clutch from
Why do they
Zexy
play
to
2v4s like
save
this?
A very sticky situation that VARREL put themselves in. Let's be honest. Chip Boys getting away with this much on a bandit with
What are we
3
doing?
players in position to trade him. It's not something that should ever be happening. Sort of pre-fire Jigger 1-tap. And we head back into yet another gun round. No operator this time for Full Sense, who once again are trying to test this C mount control, but they've scanned the vice on that
Mate,
side of the
fade
map.
eyes are
Already
killing
a
me.
big tell for VARREL.
These fade eyes are nuts. They got like an extra 100 HP on the server.
Just a couple more jump spots, if anything.
Ball goes up. VARREL creep out.
Full Sense done a timeout. Don't think so. Could have been happening when Twitch is, when YouTube was melting.
Like
But
this and streamline a post plant. But again, with LP on the lurk every single time, it's
Fade
gonna actually
or-
be pretty hard for them to end up in a post plant with the pit unless they pivot over to his side of the map later on.
That might be the intention.
they did after the
Thinking
bonus.
about
Okay.
Baby door. A couple of spams and checks into the smokes as well, where Chit Boys is crouched. Prowler over
Well,
cross, and he's looking for the kills.
You
Kill
guys are
and support.
lunatics.
There goes Zexy Cinder.
Confirmed lunatics.
Just setting up all around it. Crosshair's train is zeroed in. Just Leviathan once again.
There's just not much he can do. Caught on the cross by LP, who is having a phenomenal game right now
Like,
for
I just-
VARREL. This
just
is
mad.
exactly what I was talking
It's so
about
desperate,
earlier,
surely.
though. Zexy gets his
I guess
showstopper
they
off the back
said
of
that they
plant,
don't
but
want to
the
get
patience that VARREL are
don't wanna get
showcasing is
Xx'd on
excellent
site.
on this attacking side. Just look how long they wait outside a lobby here. They're just putting the Viper wall up, going, okay, we're going to take a few more steps forward. Let's see what Full Sense do. They tap the door. They wait. Finally, Full Sense pulls the trigger on the trap play. Prowler goes forward. You could see Chip Boys inside of the dark cover, just itching
Yeah, it's
for
so
a fight.
desperate. They
And
don't
as
need to
soon
do
as
that.
Full Sense pulls the trigger on that play,
Like if you don't want
Cinder
to get
hide behind
Xx'd
Rub, we got
on,
a big crossfire
just
between
like
door
3-person
and
walk
outside of
B main or
and
something.
VARREL just rips them apart.
I
Gaining
just
space off. Might have to start thinking about buying
I don't like the
soon.
push, man. The
Full
push through the
Sense.
smoke. Do you know
No
why
timeouts
it worked
spent,
so
and
well? They got baited so
even
heavy.
with the
If this is
guns coming in
breakable,
somehow,
the
just
breakable
not
door
quite
to blue or
able
whatever people call it. Like
fend
they shot it
off
from
VARREL.
here while this guy was already past the smoke.
LP's just continuing.
And they thought they were all over this side.
From just the last series against RRQ.
Like
had
they
a
actually
big
baited them so
time
heavy by
series for
breaking it.
himself. Still didn't get them the win back then though, so, but hopefully today the calling and the carry potential that this man does have will be enough to get them across the line against Full Sense, because we've got a series on our hands. Did not look like it over on Haven, but
If they don't
Lotus
shoot
is
fade eyes,
certainly
maybe
delivering.
the mixed stuns would work well.
And
I mean, the
VARREL
problem with the
fans in
mixed
audience
stuns
are getting
is
G'd up now.
it also just has like a speakerphone as to where it
Always have a
is.
good turnout
Like
for
you
these
just want to
games.
shoot it because it sounds so annoying.
4 alts online for VARREL. That cycling across,
It's so loud.
potentially tying up the scoreline in this round. Full Sense marching down C Mount.
Straight into B with the showstopper for VARREL. And they need to be cognizant of this flank. Zexy going looking for somebody, anybody. He's pivot his way into spawn. In goes the pit, and VARREL will set up the plant inside of it.
Well,
See with a showstopper though, then Full Sense has no
I tell you
idea
what,
where this
though.
guy could be.
Where's
Might be
my-
trying to
oh,
on
it's a
site
shame.
or just exploring off
I was
somewhere
gonna
else,
say
actually. Full
the
Sense
oh, that's
might
unlucky.
not be anticipating it even.
Just missed him as well. If
Cruz
the
could just go down to a backstab,
uh-oh.
and that will be a
Easy.
kill secured.
Oh, they're still gonna pop it.
Obstacle still online.
I wish I got
In
my words
Steel
out. If the
Garden
Vice
as
was
well.
actually closer, they
VARREL
might
want
pop the
this
ult,
score
but-
tied up, but Primi and Jit Boys now breaking through. They've set themselves up into the site, boombots and everything to clear through. Klaus running out of the overdrive, and he's out of range with that judge. So as long as Primi can take down these two, this is still a possible round for Full Sense. Jit Boys
Mate,
takes the
is
kill
this another
towards the back
2v4?
lane, and then just Sexy to swing out
Holy
Primi.
how.
does not miss a single shot.
Oh boy.
How have they won that? That is ridiculous.
God.
VARREL had the pit
They
down.
lose so many
The entirety of
2v4s, man. I
Full Sense
can't.
zoned
Every
away,
2v4 they look
and
like they're going to
bubble
lose
the
it as
back.
well.
They're on their way out the door. Just at the last second, Full Sense catches
How do they
them
lose
there.
it at this point?
Steel Garden traded for Overdrive. I was like, okay, Clark's got 2 kills inside of the broken door. This round's over. But you can never count
Mate, where's your
out Primy,
teammate if you're
man.
doing that?
Just perfect cover. If there's any player as Jit Boys that you just hold the spike down that's covering you, it's Primy. It's just like, yeah, if Primy don't got me, nobody got me.
I can't believe that's how they took down LP, though. Either way, with the next round coming up now, it's run it back for Primy.
Yeah, that's where the news could get a little bit worse for VARREL. They've done a lot of good work completing a comeback into
that's
this
unlucky.
game. Cruz a little unlucky through a smoke at a box to get digged down there. Low on HP already. Once again, Zexy quick over onto front B. Not as zealous as he was in the last round. He was really just looking for the Vice Wall, but that's placed over towards tree. You almost never see that. It's a big setup for a tree execute to be dealt with on the side of Full Sense. And over on the other side of the map, once again, they've crept
I mean,
up
this is way better than what they were doing earlier over towards A.
Goodness, they've been doing this for the past like 3 rounds now, and now
Might get good timing on this. Going up against the no info Senti. Ball pass and push behind.
He's got a full tree setup there, and that is
With
where
door
VARREL
going
are
off,
heading,
they're probably
but he's
going to
not
go
really in
3A.
position to play off of that util.
Face your fear.
just to buy time as much as possible, wait for the rest of the gang to join with him. That's Full Sense's intention, all right, but will it actually pay off? VARREL waiting out the Vi's utility before marching through.
30 seconds.
Shit boys, the rest of the gang now streaming into
Oh, yeah,
tree.
Primy's so
Use
dead when he
this
goes back to
Viper
his
wall,
ult.
actually. Meanwhile, VARREL
Cruz
trying
has
to
got to bail
pivot
him
all
out.
the way
I
across,
don't think he
perhaps.
is.
They want to end up over on B. Leviathan will get caught out by Cinder now, but look at Cruz as well. LP suddenly springs up from behind. 10 seconds left, and Cruz tries his darndest to stay alive. Spike plant over onto A is secured. 1v3 for Cruz. Is it possible?
Stinked up since the start of the round. He's been down and out.
We got to pay attention. It's a 1v4, yeah.
A dark cover, but low on HP with the high low to contend with open
Full Sense
plant.
keep getting
Class
wrecked
is
by like
wrapping
one
on him.
guy in this
A
position.
very experienced player, but in this situation, it should be untenable. Easy as you
Okay.
like for VARREL.
Money's
Just
in the
trust
bin.
that no
It's going to get
nonsense
close.
setup.
It's going to get really
And I
close.
was saying
1-9
that
loss
Full Sense
bonus.
was calling circles around them on the attacking side, but it was quite the opposite this round. Just gorgeous from VARREL. They take control of that A site, they tap the spike, but they don't rush things. They're well aware that the flank is a problem. The run-it-back's been invested.
Enemy remaining.
Look, we could have clipped that replay a little tighter and not shown the whiff. Didn't have to do LP like that, but it's all good. Still got the job done. Really, really nice mid-rounding from
Okay,
VARREL.
just going to be
They made
ecoing.
out the run-it-back, they run into spawn, and we're just kind of one step ahead of Full Sense on that retake
It's a pretty good low buy.
VARREL G'd up as much
You would
as possible.
imagine
Same
maybe,
approach
well,
all the way over
I see the
onto
Bucky
A.
here, but it's on smokes,
where
it's
you're just
fine.
trying to
Yeah,
keep your
dude,
opponents
covering door
guessing,
pretty
really.
strong.
At times, it's just LP solo over here, but then in some of these rounds, you let him go forward and be the first player, but you've got the rest of the team behind him.
Bucky for Cruz now. And pretty much going to get contacted soon enough.
stunned
He's already
himself.
had to deal with the utility. Now seized up as well.
Yeah.
Breaking through. Full Sense, they do have some players close by. We'll see if the weapons can do anything. Primy with the Vandal. Stays up top on Heaven. Trying to pick his targets as much as possible, but look at VARREL. Again,
Very,
patience
very
is
nice.
how
Wow,
they
this
work
is
their way around the site, bit by
this is
bit.
done.
They just keep
This is done
outlaying them
pretty
in these
fast.
mid-round skirmishes, whether it's post-plan or not. As I mentioned before, they've kind of been baiting out these traps. When we head on to the post-plants and kind of these late-round situations, it feels like VARREL is reading exactly what Full Sense wants to be going for. And as mentioned before, often the patient approach is the correct approach for VARREL. Just waiting for kind of Full Sense to overcook things. And as a team like Full Sense, when you've been smashing these guys on Haven and in the first half, you're just thinking like, how are we not winning these duels in the mid-round? It's got to
The
be getting
attack up
frustrating
on the
at some
Viper.
point.
He has so much money.
You
There's
just
a
wanna
backup
close
gun,
out
I
the game,
guess.
but VARREL won't let you. LP now on the operator, solo out this A side of the map. Prowler dodged in the middle of the map.
Dude, VARREL are giving themselves options, man. Look at that.
Last potential buy for Full Sense as well. 13-11 on the cards for VARREL as they once again play things slow and steady.
Zexy is just waiting for a jump spot on this A side of the map. Zexy in the middle of the map, waiting for a push. VARREL just denying information on C Mound, just keeping their options open and calling in the mid-round yet again. And you could just see the wall going up and down over on that A side of the map. Seeing if there's some kind of trap. There's LP tapping the door in the middle of the map. Zexy does at least confirm that one player was looking for something, and that is a tell in and of itself. Full Sense were looking for information there. Now they know the Vice is over here.
Oh, but the Thorns. That's going to keep Klaus rooted down. Suddenly, however, the swing out on Pillar.
God, they got wrecked.
VARREL anticipated.
But it went to a 2v4. Do you know what that means?
Has to receive, and unfortunately, the Guardian shots will not puncture.
I mean, surely not. This would be outrageous. He did a 1v3 earlier.
Zexy to go into round 24. That's exactly what you want. Big raise.
Dude, imagine the fade gets the kill here.
Once again,
He'd be one away from the killer combo.
Fade
ult, raise ult for last round.
Almost the same situation as before. Well, that might have a flash, but I don't really see how this is likely. Dodging util, quite a bit of time.
Oh, okay, well, they really want to secure it.
Just trying to 100% the round. Not shot in the right position, but it's going to buy a lot of time off the spike.
My goodness. No nonsense approach indeed.
Sure. I mean,
I don't even know if they needed the rocket there, I gotta be honest.
Will take the fact that they got rid of the raise ult, that's about it, but what a rough position for them,
on
man.
the side of VARREL, though,
Look at that.
when the second half scoreboard looks like that, I don't think you care what ults you have. You don't care what situation it is. You are cooking these guys. Ults or no ults, you're going to be winning yourself the 24th round. I think they trust themselves enough to get it done, even without the raise ult, and I can't blame them.
It's a fair call. Either way, however, Full Sense are kind of broke in this potential last round.
Zexy's got an outlaw. LP's got an outlaw. Yes. So many players without armor here on Full Sense. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
They got the armor and grid, and they just wrecked the solo weak side C.
Perfect.
It's actually done, bro. They did it. Surely.
And also an open C site.
Zuna plants, gets ult. Fade ult when they fade ult. They get the good plant for Mounds.
Relay bolt. Nightfall invested. Could be
a quick flood back in
here for Full Sense.
It's an attempt.
Fade ult back, surely.
As well, but look at
they're going to save it for the spam. Sure. Actually, just going to be a spam though when Cruz gets that smoke.
Just looking for anyone, possibly, but VARREL are nowhere to be found. In fact, it's a nightfall, a nightmare, a dream situation.
Oh, that timing's outrageous.
For Full Sense as
there's the smoke though.
Try to set themselves around the
Here we go.
Body blocking.
Here we go. The tough.
Hour. Is it possible?
Oh my God!
No!
How?
He stole it away from VARREL right at the last possible second. We've got overtime.
How has no one spammed him?
I cannot believe that.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's managed to pull that off. That's outrageous.
It's not good enough. That's what it takes to get Full Sense around on the defense. Just a ninja defuse inside of the dark
Look at him just chilling.
Should never be allowed to happen. He's going to be bitterly disappointed as VARREL. And if they end up losing this game of Lotus, they're going to be watching that back and kicking
Who can win
themselves.
a defense round? 10-2 into 10-2.
Mental resilience, perseverance now
That's
matters more
mad.
than anything. They've done well to make it this
Absolutely
far.
mad.
Just 2 rounds to send it to a 3rd map. VARREL, they've always shown signs of life. Let's go.
It's been a while since we saw the attacking side for Full Sense, but let's not forget they tend to
changed it up. They got my Vice is on an attack op.
Operator in position here for Leviathan, looking for any kind of overextension for VARREL, but none will be found. Sense now exploring their options over towards this A side of the map, looking to deny information, and they do secure
I can't believe that round.
While the rest of the boys go towards Mount.
Oh.
Dude, he got to half, and I think he had full HP still.
Thing is, though, VARREL trying to send a support squad down. Pillar is Killua aware.
Triple swing in the middle of the map. Full Sense may open
and
up the
they really messed up because they used the fade ult.
Looking to find LP here, the operator on the line, but I think it's been spotted.
He saw the fade ult.
Disengage for LP
sorry, used the fade ult when there was no smoke.
5v5 retake.
They just
just
wore off.
Utility. They're trying to play around Pillar as well. Either way, they're going to secure Mound and then try to stage an assault. Full Sense looking for a potential wraparound as well through spawn.
Yeah, Paranoia will zone them away as well, but look at LP. He's been very sneaky, but maybe a little bit too sneaky. VARREL, 2 players caught in transition.
Turn up the lights because the thieves have been spotted and caught red-handed. Suna, though, wants to dip his hand further in the cookie jar, but Remy and Killua will
the attack
punish it.
rounds, not the
13
one
to
that
12,
we're looking for.
and Full Sense once again
The defense round's the big
within
one.
range of locking playoffs.
I cannot believe that we're going to end up in a situation where VARREL might lose this map. After the run that they had, they're going back up to their attacking side now, though. So once again, all they need to
2v4
do
with the
is win an attacking
defuse
side
and the
round on
smoke
Lotus,
is
and
a
they've been doing
devastating
that
way to lose.
all day long today.
It was a counter 10-2. Yeah.
It was meant to be a counter 10.
Part of this was VARREL having ults to snowball as well.
For Cruz.
Damn Cruz. Well,
4-person stack for Full Sense. Looking good. It's looking good for them.
Trying to pick their targets. All the utility and flashes get drawn across, but this time Klaus gets caught.
Yeah, the trap doesn't quite find its mark, but unfortunately Klaus caught a little bit out of position. Zexy seen on the fadeaway though. Full Sense might want to have another crack here. No, they're going to fall away. They're happy with the opening that they found with the Neon going down on that attacking side. That really removes a lot of the entry potential and the punching power. In Full Sense.
Nice from Full Sense though. They've been proactive. It's honestly nice from both teams. Insta re-clear and then insta group up and push behind.
The 3 players can always wrap around just like what they're doing now. They shift towards a full potential retake. Thing is, VARREL have called in mid-round plays before. Are they looking to pivot over on B?
Prowler does try to take a crack at Cruz, but
they can't go B. They have no one here.
Prowler off the line, but look at this flank.
Cinder checked it.
They're down. Go Cinder.
Surely 3v5.
Trying to stay hidden as much as possible. His position could still prove to be effective, but Full Sense with a disengage. VARREL wants to get the spike down on B just quick.
30 seconds left.
Zuna tapping that one. They're not forcing the plant though. They want to head back over towards Zexy on this A side and try to keep Full Sense guessing.
Still waiting.
Trying to bait out as much as possible, but Full Sense.
What a weird round.
Stay disciplined. Spike now committed over onto the A side since they're running out of time. LP.
Good pause.
In a cheeky, freaky position, but fully contacted by 3.
It's unlucky. He didn't even do too much damage.
So good today, but that just wasn't the engagement he was looking for.
This is a VARREL that has truly
I mean, he swung out.
gotten the
I
wind
think if he
knocked
held
out of
that line, he might have been good.
Just Zexy and Zuna, they've been doing quite well so far today, but ultimately overwhelmed through Tree.
Not a good plant for him. It's done.
He doesn't even have nades.
It's done.
Tries to go for the silent drop around the ropes, but Killua will be the one to eliminate.
All that 11-12 rounds, man.
Sense and the
That
Thai
defuse
squad
is
have
devastating way to
locked
lose.
themselves in for playoffs. Almost breaking a
cracking
sweat.
up, man.
It was down to overtime,
Wondering
but they
how did he
still
even get to this stage.
make it in.
You can see Cruz on the stage.
Well, it's
there.
still
You
at 2-0.
cannot believe they've won that game of Lotus.